Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Now, here's Johnson. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And so Garland will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Fires for three. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. The Grizzlies on offense. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and the longest homestand of the year. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Young with the ball. Garland picks him up. Ellis outside. Pass to Turner. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Turner's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Heat. Shot on the wing. The rebound by Turner.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Heat shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Williams. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Driving in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. Got that one up quick. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Grizzlies trailed by 18. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And good that time. And the Heat lead by 18.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 13. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Hachimura. Rebound by the Heat. Now here's Lillard. They set the pick. Inside. The Bucks look to take charge on their home court, and we're bringing it to you live from Milwaukee here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to Detroit. Outside Roy. To the wing right side. Here's Messi. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A 6'6" creator, smooth as they come. Roy is kind of a point forward, doesn't have a defined position. All he is a baller who makes plays.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game, and as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
6 to shoot. Nobody near Lillard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And it's Miami's ball. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with the head coach from Milwaukee. Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said, we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him if possible. We don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Oh, he can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And that one is good.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Lillard surveying the D. To the paint. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Edwards. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Miami. 3-point lead. Here's Roy. Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice job executing inside. When you give Roy these kinds of looks, he's going to cash those in.
Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
It's on Damian Lillard. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside Edwards. Roy with some nice D.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
A three-pointer is right on target.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Messi. Tatum looking around. From in close. The shot is good off the backboard. Weber's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Screened by Porzingis. Right wing. This one for three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. Oh, the young swingman showing off his hops there. Tatum just powered that one down.
Pass to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Roy. Diving in. They get the rebound. Here's Weber. Outside Tatum. They set the pick. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Jason
Tatum's got 5.
Deep out there. Jason Tatum, endless range.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
He was all alone on that one. He's got 8. The Heat with the lead. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Folks, his name is Damian Lillard, and he's one of the best pull-up shooters in the league.
Outside, Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the contest. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. Roy gets the bucket.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Barrett wide open, he fires. From outside, off the mark. The Heat leading by 7. Fires the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Feasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Edwards, that's good.
The competitive fire of Anthony Edwards, admirable, going right back at him.
Pass to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading it.
28.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I also have to call out how they've outworked their opponent. Doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and just creating those second chance points.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Bucks trailed by 10. And here is Dunn. Astonagi. Middleton for 3. The rebound by Turner.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Screen by Capella. And it's done in the corner. From deep. Connects from three-point range. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys. Kelly Tripucka. Yeah, don't make my head spin.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The bump and the foul. Oh, what a play.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
From outside the arc, good on the triple. Middleton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
For 3, Beasley. Rebounded by Capella.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And the layup falls. Middleton's got 8 points.
That was really a platinum-level effort from Middleton. I mean, crafty in how he carved out room for himself on the interior.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And he's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Kicks it out to Ellis. On the wing, Williams. Looking to end the run. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
And for the Heat, number 34.
Bucks leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Garland with the block. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right side Turner takes the 3. Rebound Milwaukee. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. On the wing, Turner. Scoreless thus far. Shoots over Capella. And too long on the shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And he banks in the layup.
This is all you can do. I mean, Turner's height, length, skill level, and he's got confidence now. That all allows him to score under pressure.
Pass to Middleton. Rebound by Williams.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Capella with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Bucks?
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that feels... Oh, my goodness. Watch out. Boy, Turner is a long, fluid, athletic, big guy. Great length, and he's more than capable of finishing inside.
Done outside. Middleton left side. Back to Dunn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Capella. Rebound by the Heat.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Launches it. That shot misses. Bucks leading by 6. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes.
Substitution on the court.
56 seconds left here in the second. Middleton outside. Shoots the 3. Weber pulls it in.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Lillard. Here's Messi. Kicks it out to Lillard. Over Dunn. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 11 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Now here's Middleton. 10 points for him. 18 feet out. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Onside, Barrett. Pass to Hunter. Right side, Green. Buries it from 3-point range. Green's got the first basket of the third quarter for Milwaukee.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Here's Messi. Misses the baby hook. Now Edwards. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's a weapon Porzingis uses effectively. I mean, teams are ready for it now, but there's still not a lot you can do against him when he's knocking down the three.
The three is drilled by Tatum.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Edwards, good.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up three straight from beyond the arc right now.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Here's Barrett. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Stolen by Roy. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Weber. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Screened by Porzingis. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Tatum launches it from deep. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Back to Weber. Poke loose. Right side Roy. Lillard from outside. And again, it's the Heat missing. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Wasted no time on that one. Hunter's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Bucks.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Roy. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
For three, Hunter. Messi grabs the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Out to Porzingis from downtown. It's hauled in by the Heat. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Tatum. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Hunter, the three. Messi grabs the rebound. The Heat trailed by 15. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Roy. On the wing, Brandon Roy. The three from Tatum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
In spite of his size, Lillard's a tenacious rebounder. He'll battle you down low.
Pass to Hunter. From beyond the arc and then some. Hunter's got 9 points in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Lets it go with the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Tatum with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
.151 left to play here in the third. For three, Hunter. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Porzingis keeps defenders on their toes because he's such a skilled player and has a bunch of moves.
And Miami making a change here. The Heat trail by 19. Roy goes in. Here's Weber. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a really tired defense.
Back to Roy to stop the run. Shot clock at 6. Miami no good on that time either. Bucks leading by 22. Hunter for 3. Weber pulls it in. Miami with the ball. Ellis wide open. Sinks the triple. Ellis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards drives in. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The 3 drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Outside to Weber. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Brandon Roy. He's got 10.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge
76. The Heat. 54.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Lillard outside. Pass to Messi. Back to Lillard. Now Roy. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside, Green. Pass to Edwards. Now, here's Hunter. Clock at 6. For 3, Barrett. Some solid defense from Lillard. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Heat. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
Lillard attacking. Sweet move. And it's Weber getting it to go.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Back to Edwards. They kick it out to Green. Hunter, no one around him. No good on the triple. The Heat trailed by 16. And Roy, here we go. The kick out to Tatum. Puts up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has three in this half.
Edwards looking it over. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Outside, Barrett. Got a piece of it. Tatum with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Roy. Here's Messi. Outside Roy. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Messi. And here's Tatum for three. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Hunter on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Hunter's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them. And as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And it's Green missing.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure. But unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. A different look for Miami. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks, David. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the three ball.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. The Heat trailed by 17. Right side, Garland. Ellis surveying the D's. Clock at 6. Out to Turner. Over Green. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Hunter on the wing. Fires from deep. And that one is off. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Heat. Here's Turner. Again, the miss by Turner. Milwaukee leading by 19.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Bucks.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Hunter.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Williams, that's good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Edwards can't hit. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Roy. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Milwaukee. And stolen by Lillard. Fires from way outside. Off target with that shot. And so... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this D.C. crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. This This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Last game for the Pacers, a loss. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's Suggs. Back to Holmgren. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Watson's shot is off. And it's Miami's ball. Outside Roy. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Roy's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Heat. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
Here's Roy. The kick out to Tatum. Fires the three. Oh, he can't hit. Here's Suggs. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Heat on the break. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Now Roy. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Suggs with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Heat. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside Roy. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, good luck trying to guard Brandon Roy. This guy can do it all out there.
The Heat shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
6 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
It's simple. Lillard is an elite shot maker.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. A 3-ball. Jason Tatum grabs the board. The Heat leading by 4 over Watson. Three-pointer, Lillard. Roy attacking. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Holmgren with it. Back to Watson. Nifty move. Messi grabs the rebound. And here are the Heat now. Count that one. 8 points for Brandon Roy.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Didn't think that was going to go in.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Pass to Holmgren. Releases. Here's the three. Rebound by Brandon Roy.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nobody near Lillard. From outside, off the mark. Takes a three. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Roy attacking. It's tipped. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Long range from the inbound.
You love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
I like the way they've kept them shooting jump shots. No coincidence to find them in the lead.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Ware. From deep. And the three ball. Is good.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Offensive rebound. Lillard outside. Fires for three. And Ware pulls it down.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. No good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. And here are the Heat now, following the score by Indiana.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
Indiana again turning it over. .35 seconds left to play here in the first. And a deep three from Lillard. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 6.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Here's Watson. And Watson slams it in.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play. Finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Suggs with the steal. Pass to Holmgren. A putback. And so it's Miami with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
One other factor today, points off turnovers. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
To the middle, Holmgren with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. They wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, whoo, yeah, don't make my head spin.
Drills the three-pointer. He's got 8.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Outside turning. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pacers trailed by 5. And we play for the first minute here in the second.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Now here's Ellis. He has yet to score. Puts one up from 19. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to Peterson. Taken away by Williams. Latrey. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Tipped away. Outside, Jones. Here's Achua. Shot clock at 5. Here's Peterson. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers, and they do set the pace. They love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Peterson, that's good. Peterson's got his first 2 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Pass to Achua. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Westbrook does not lack for style in finishing, and when you've got his explosiveness, that's an easy thing to do.
Here's Peterson. And he dunks it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Williams can't get it to go.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Peterson. Out to the right wing. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock is at 3. Here's Achua. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Heat. Trailing by 2. They need this. It's rebounded by Walsh. Here's Peterson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Peterson's got the lead up to 7 now for Indiana.
And really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Knocked loose and taken away by Ellis. Nobody near Williams. And the shot is long.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Pacers leading by 7. 51 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Peterson. Jones with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Walsh. And so it's Indiana with it. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand. And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Here's Misi. Shoots over Achua. Misi's shot is good. 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Peterson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Indiana Pacers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Heat trailed by 7. Now here's Roy. Pass to Tatum. It's hauled in by Achua.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Walsh. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Jones, no luck. For 3, Roy. The Pacers pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tatum a screen. Lets it go from deep. There's Tatum's range on display.
Well, you know, Tatum came into the league a gifted long-range shooter. Now it's just about turning up the volume.
Here's Peterson. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. There's the 3. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Tatum a screen. Lillard attacking. And Damian Lillard throws it down hard. Oh!
Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Back to Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Takes a shot at the elbow. The rebound by Chris Webber. Here's Roy. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
Well, I would think Roy has to be pleased with his play right now. It always feels good when you find your rhythm out there.
Westbrook drives in. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Walsh. From past the arc. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Heat on offense. They've got an 8-0 run.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Pass to Westbrook. to the... that was something to see.
Goodness. Boy, that time Russell Westbrook going for the spectacular with the little extra pizzazz.
Now Tatum. Pass to Messi. Lillard with it. Clock at 4. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Poked away. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Jones. Here's Peterson. Just 5 to shoot. Nice move. The kick out to Westbrook. From the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Inside. Messi. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Going inside. Oh, he gets the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
It's deflected. And here's Westbrook. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Roy. Outside to Webber. For the lead. The shot's good. Roy making the play. Webber's got his second bucket of the night.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Outside, Jones. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 3. Roy from outside. And the Heat, another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Jones. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To stop the drought. Knocked away. Here's Walsh. Goes up again. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
An easy 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got 4 points in the quarter.
One thing you can count on with Westbrook, he is always in attack mode. That's 24/7.
And there's the call on Roy. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. different look for Miami.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, trying for it. And stolen by Williams. From outside the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat. As they...
The Heat, 52.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Indiana with it. And that one. Is hammered home.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Now, Suggs. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Suggs with the ball to take the lead. Rebound by Williams.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Williams. Ellis outside. No good with the triple. Indiana trailing here. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Holmgren. Suggs with the ball. 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Here's Ware. To tie it up. Second chance shot. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Miami Heat. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
That one misses. The Heat leading by 3. Ellis can't get it to go.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Holmgren in the post. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Now, here's Garland. Here he goes. Suggs with the steal. And Suggs throws it down.
Hey, the moment Suggs picks their pocket, he's gone. Then he spots his opening in transition and converts. Well done.
And here's Garland for three. Buries it from three-point range. And the Heat lead by 4.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Suggs. Heat knocking down the tray.
Boy, Jalen Suggs just playing right through contact. I love his energy and aggressiveness there.
Zaire Williams. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
Miami leading by 4. Outside Roy. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Tatum a screen. Puts up a 3. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Wide open look. Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. Heat on offense. Here's Roy. Here's Messi. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pacers trail by 5. And here is Suggs. Holmgren up top. Rebound by the Heat. Tatum on the wing. There's the drive. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Miami no good on that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Jalen Suggs serving up an assist. Boy, he is a capable point guard.
And so here is Miami after Indiana gets the 3 from about 19 feet.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hudson for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And here is Suggs. Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Holmgren can't hit.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he is. He has been a glass eater.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
For the 3, Messi grabs the rebound.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now in transition, it's Roy. Here we go. And again, it's the Heat missing. Smart anchor passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And Tatum driving. Out left of the wing. Webber is screened. Down low. Holmgren with the steal. Shoots the 3. Kept alive. Pass to Watson. Lets it go with the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jacks up a three. Got a hand on it. Poke loose. Suggs with the steal. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside Roy. And so the big win by Miami.
Get on Jason.
Yeah, fire it up. Yeah, player.
Hey, yo, right here. Hey, yo, right there.
We know what to do. We talked about adjustments. So let's execute.
How's it going? Hey, come to me. Oh! Up! Yo, set it up.
Hey, yo, right here.
Oh, hit that. Hey, close out on Kid.
Hey, yo. Back again, baby.
Hey, grab that.
Watch it, up top. Rotating up. Left. Give him
Coming at you. Skip.
Flowers again.
Skip pass.
Welcome, everyone, courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. And so off the tip, it'll be the Heat. Screen by Durant. There's the drive. Here's our test. Three-pointer, no good.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And it's Green with the ball for the Nuggets. To the paint. It's stolen by Pirtle. In transition, here they come! And it's slammed in by Durant.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, Miami. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Pass to our test. Now here's Durant. Fires the three. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Looks so effortless for Kevin Durant, making long-range shots look unchallenging.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 5 on the clock. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Durant, no good. And he gets the bucket.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. I asked Coach what the game plan is for Kevin Durant. They remarked, hope KD misses a few shots. A 7-footer with his skill should be illegal. Durant is a legend, but our guys are hyped to face off with him. Let's see if their energy can slow Durant down a little bit, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Out of bounds. It'll be Heat ball. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It's Durant with a drive. The three. Artest can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 3. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my God. That was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many. That's for sure. He can really fly.
And the defense got his timing down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Here's Mitchell. Abdul-Jabbar's shot is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Back to LaVine. Elbow shot. Denver grabs the miss.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Here's Brown. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nuggets. The Nuggets trail. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 6.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Outside Durant. Shots blocked. Right side Mitchell. And he drives in. Count it.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Durant. Baseline jumper. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Pirtle comes with a double. Banked it in off the glass.
Aaron Gordon has such tremendous physical gifts, and right there shows you he's got size and strength to get by you.
Outside Durant. To win the run. Pass to Artest. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Oh, nice shot by Mitchell.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Right wing. Durant surveying the D. Pass to Brown. From outside the arc. And again, it's Miami from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul of the game. Miami on D, trailing by 2. Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Durant's got 7.
Kevin's been around the league a long time, so super smart around the basket to rise up and finish.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
The score now all even. Kid's got his second basket of the game.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
ABA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Hendricks, no good. And so Monk will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 3-point lead. And the shot's good. Monk's got his second basket of the night. Brett, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, BA, I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Here's Monk. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
You know, and Monk is one of those guys off the bench, an energizer, someone that can provide a scoring punch to your offense.
The Heat making a switch here.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Russell, that's good.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting from just about anywhere.
Monk with it. Wagner picks him up. Poke loose. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Levine for 3. Pass to Wagner. From deep 3-point land. Misi grabs the board. Denver in the lead. It's Monk off the drive. Misses from short range.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
So it's Denver now. And he banks in the layup. Monk's got 9 points.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Russell from outside. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, there's not a lot of spots, at least in the last couple years, that we've seen that Russell is not confident in firing it from.
Pass to Misi. Back to Monk. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Miami. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Levine for three. Monk grabs the miss. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot by Levine, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And there's the screen. Monk into the lane. The shot by Misi, no good. Heat trail by 3. Here's Levine for 3. Look at Levine stretching his range.
You better pick up Levine at half court. Zach can hit those bombs.
Here's Monk. Pass to Misi. Now a timeout called by Denver.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Monk. 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Misi. Second chance effort. Back to Monk. Beasley outside. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. Beasley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, that's one of the things Beasley is known for. He's a catch-and-shoot guy.
Levine challenging. And the dunk by Levine.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Outside Monk. It's hauled in by the Heat. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Oklahoma City where they'll face the Thunder. And Durant gets it to go.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Back to Monk. The Nuggets need to get one up. Misi. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Durant for 3.
He really hasn't been able to maintain the same pace he had in the first quarter.
Levine can't hit.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now a timeout called by Denver. Miami making a switch here. Gordon, left side. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Green.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside Levine. Blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Pass to Poeltl. His first shot coming late. Collins with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. Takes it inside. And Mitchell with the slam.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit.
Can he get it off in time?
It counts at the buzzer.
That's a field.
Oh, wow. Whoa. The heave to beat the buzzer.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Ooh, Mitchell. Just muscling his way in.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Here's the break. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
The slam from KD, just getting to the rim for an easy one.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Tipped away. Ooh, Durant with a steal. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift. Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And here's Mitchell. 19 points in the game. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And the defense, they have to honor Mitchell as a scorer. And when they do, it just opens up the passing lanes.
Here's Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Pass to Gordon.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Mitchell. Out to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Oh, rejected by Poeltl.
Poeltl, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. The Nuggets lead by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
To the middle. Gordon with a steal. For the finish. And it's hammered home by Green.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Pirtle. Back to Durant. Picked by Pirtle. Durant has the open look. It's good from the top of the key. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy's the best scoring forward of all time.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Pass break. Here come the Heat. KD jams it straight down.
Well, we know KD can carry the load offensively any night. We see a little stat padding here.
Mitchell with the ball.
Get up to throw down.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
And that one's good by Durant.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Now a timeout called by Denver. For Miami. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Nuggets. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Mitchell. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Guarded by Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
And you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
To the wing, right side. Wagner outside. Now Russell. 5 points in the game. Drops in the layup for 2. Russell's got 7 points.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Green. Collins outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He's got 10. Russell with the rebound. Here's Brown. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Brown. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Gordon. Outside Russell. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Hendricks no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Outside, Green. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Collins outside. They grab their own miss. With the clock winding down. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
And just throwing down the putback with authority.
Now, the team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Down low. Outside for Mitchell. Hits a three-pointer. Mitchell's... got 32 points.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. For three, Durant. And he gets it back. On the wing, Levine. Another shot. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell taking no chances.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
With one on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 11 at
50.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. So it's Miami now. And here's Levine. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Levine. And Levine throw it down.
B.A., forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Kicks it out to Collins. Gets the three to fall. Collins has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. There's a screen. For three, Durant.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
And he's gone for the lob. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Here's Levine. The kick to Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. They'll pin that one on John Collins. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Denver.
Well, they found success off the drive, creating a lot of buckets by getting into the teeth of the defense.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
There's the steal. Fast break Miami. Here's Levine for three. Levine, strong finisher.
Nice move by Levine. Hard to contest someone's pull-up when they get so high off the floor.
Gordon, right side. Now here's Mitchell. Kidd with a rebound. Outside Levine. Durant for three. And again, Miami with a triple.
He's taking what he can get here, has a three in each half.
Mitchell with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. To the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He's showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's his second.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And the other thing about their game tonight that they've done a terrific job of is just moving the basketball around. That's how you rack up assists.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 4 on the clock. For three, Collins. That one no good. And it's Miami's ball. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Basket's good.
Timeout.
Durant's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
The Nuggets want a timeout. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. Coach was blunt with his assistant. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Heat trailed by 3. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Mitchell double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Levine. And that misses. That would have put him up. Pass to Mitchell. It's picked off. All by himself. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Mitchell with the ball. Screen by Gordon. The baseline J is on the way. Pirtle grabs a miss. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Back to Levine. Oh, Zach Levine! Big time dunk.
You have to applaud Levine's work ethic. He gives his all to find points for his team.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Inside. Here's Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
Love the way Durant just goes after the jugular there. He's used to nailing those game changers.
Kicks it out to Collins. To the middle. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from short range. The Heat with the lead. KD won't be stopped.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
On the wing, Mitchell. Hurdle grabs a miss. Heat leading by 4. Durant with it. Checked by Gordon. Got a piece of it. Knocks it loose. Pass to Durant. Outside Levine. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Green with the ball for Denver. Donovan Mitchell on the attack. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Goes back up. And it's good on the lay-in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 points in the quarter.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Pass to Durant. There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Outside Mitchell. And here's Collins. Gordon outside. Outside for Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now Mitchell. Outside for Green. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1.
Yeah, not shaken at all. Green has hit a ton of big shots in big situations throughout his career. Difficult guy to rattle.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Green up top. Rebound Miami. Pass to Levine. So a close game sees Miami taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.